everybody. Welcome to the stream. And if the connection gets kind of weird, let me know. I'm on a Wi-Fi connection, and it's doing like 1 out of 3 bars, so hopefully you guys can see and hear me. If I start going roboting a lot, let me know. Also, the camera seems to be a bit iffy, so I apologize for that. I went ahead and I'm thinking maybe possibly I might need to get another camera. This one might have been damaged a bit in transit, so it may not have been the computer. But all right, we are going to get started here. I've got about, I think, close to 18 inches or so already. I went ahead and spread out the threads to every other pin. I have just enough that I can go a full column and then rotate it through without running out of space. Figured I'd go ahead and go with that. It's much easier to do and run pretty faster. Hey, Gwen, good to see you on. Welcome, welcome. Oops, and let's set this again. There we go. I don't know why the camera keeps having issues, but apparently it does. But there we go. And that's the reason I think it's something in the cord that got damaged is what's causing it. So like I said a little bit earlier, for those that weren't on just yet, I'm on a Wi-Fi connection, so if I get really robot-y, please let me know. All right, let's get going on here. 1, 2, 3, 3. And it's doing it again. This is getting really annoying. Yeah, I don't think I can. Well, maybe I can do it that way. No, I do not want to leave site. Let me know if it presents an issue, but at least you can see what I'm braiding. Okay, there we go. I do have another camera. And I don't know if yes, I did bring it with me. Give me just a second here. Let's see if I can do a quick switcheroo. All right, I should be able to. Give me a minute or two here, folks. I really do apologize for how this is going here. Oops. Do not let the camera fall onto the ground. Like that. Now let's just try plugging this in first. And we'll just wrap this around a couple of times so if it falls off, it shouldn't present too much of a problem. Right, and let's get this one here. Get a little bit more oomph. All right, let's. Thank you. It's actually a Dell. Okay, now you should be able to hear me. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Let's, whoops. That was just the chair. All right. Yeah. I'm not having a good day with the camera equipment. All right. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Fingers crossed. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Says it's not muted anymore. All right. So, did not actually get the move done, but there we go. Hopefully that will resolve the issues we were having. And 4 and under 3. And that cable may be in the way. Let's see if we can't get that a little out of the way so it doesn't interfere with the hand movement. All right. Oh, that was all right. Hold on a second, folks. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, that did not go through there. Excuse me. All right. 1, 2, 3, 3, over 4. All right. And hopefully I didn't mess something up there. Tried to make a correction, but I guess maybe I can't do it on this one. Let me back up a little bit and fix what I did. One of the colors was it looks good on the simulator, but was not actually laying out exactly where I wanted it to be. So I went ahead and tried to swap it out, but apparently it makes it look really messy. It's not one of my simple mistakes. It takes a while to find. So let's go ahead and put these back, correct that error. I was hoping I was going to be able to just slip it by, and it would be a quick correction. I mean, it's not a major problem. It's just that one of the colors doesn't form a continuous line like I was hoping it would, but it doesn't look bad or anything like that. All right. And it was a really simple change. All I was doing was swapping these two colors here. Oops. Go. All right, and 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. But yeah, spreading it apart is made a lot easier. Let's see if that, yep, that looks good. Doesn't look like it's having an issue. It's also much easier for me to see the color differences. I mean, the lower layer through the upper layer. So I know where to move my fingers. 3 over 4, there we go. And I did this one still. Sorry for the really rough start. I was not expecting to be an issue, but I now realize that I got a camera problem that I can resolve. I do have a backup camera here, so next stream should be a little more polished. All right. And let's get this moving into height here. So as I was trying to say before I started like throwing cameras around, I did catch the Lego Law stream with Andrea Burkhart. I did notice she had about 80% of her castle done before she started the stream. So I'm the only one who's actually done every little bit of that on screen or on stream. So, but it did take 11 hours and 20 minutes to do so. 1, 2, 3, and under 3. Legal Vices had a members only stream. I asked if he'd ever considered doing one of the Lego streams, and got a very affirmative no, not going to do that. So, oh well, I will ask other people that I think would be good on there if they would consider it. Ian is probably going to do one when their schedules coincide, and that one's not been right. What did I do there? All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, this is the top layer. 1, 2, 4, 3, and that one goes down there. Okay, there we go. It helps, like I said previously, that the pattern is symmetrical, so I can much easier identify when I've made a mistake like that. And it's starting to warm up out here, so this trailer I'm in without the AC on is a bit toasty, but I think I can do an hour or two. I want to try and get this braid done by Tuesday when I'm taking a day off from this job, and I'll try and get it finished then and get started on another version of this with thicker threads, because this is a much smaller braid than I was expecting given the thread count I was doing. But live and learn. 1, 2, 3 over 4. 3. Audiobooks I've been listening to. I've been listening to the Dungeon Life. It's apparently a trilogy, and it's an isekai type story, which is based off of like Japanese anime, where your main character is from our world, and then you know, the trope is they get run over by an extremely slow-moving runaway truck. And they wake up and they're told, whoops, you weren't supposed to die there, so we're going to send you to another world. And that world usually has some sort of role-playing game system controlling it type thing. And the main character finds out they have some sort of overpowered ability, and they proceed to develop it. There are other variations of the trope, but basically it's a progression fantasy where you start out not all that strong, not all that powerful, and you figure out the system of how to get better, stronger, faster, kind of like the Daft Punk song. Anyway, the Dungeon Life books catch is that your main character winds up becoming an actual dungeon, not a specific person. And he's kind of like a disembodied force that controls a dungeon. And generates the traps and the monsters in there, and it's so far a cute little story. I just realized I need to do a coma slide before I do anything else, because I'm out of coma space. Give me a second here, and I'll catch up with chat. I plan on doing about every other coma slide. Which will be a lot faster than the four on the pickup braids. Let me catch up the chat here. All right. Gwen says, looks good, sounds good. Thank you very much. And please hit the like button, double check your subscriptions, and ring that bell for all the notifications. Thank you very much, Gwen. I appreciate that. All right. And 1, 2, 3 over 4. So I've probably got about 6 to 7 hours into this. So as you can tell, I'm doing extremely well on speed, which is why I think it will be done on Tuesday, because I'm shooting for 5 feet and I'm already about 2/5 of the way there. And I really kind of only started on like Thursday or Friday. 2, 3, 3 over 4, the last one. Go. 1, 2, 3 over 4, under 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 3 over 4. I think what else we can talk about. 1, 2. I should hopefully within a month or two of getting back home, say end of August, early part of September, hopefully have items available for sale at that point. To see how it goes. The new stay awake medicine seems to be working fairly decently. Not having a whole lot of benefit from the ADD medicine that I can tell. But I will be talking about that with my doctor when I get back from vacation. You know, it's just starting out with this stuff, so we'll have to see the best way to tweak it out. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 3 over 4. I think I might take off my bracelet and wristwatch just so that they don't snag anything. And 1, 2, 3. I think as of yesterday, actually I think it was this morning, we've hit 1,551 subscribers. We've gone to another palindrome number. 1, 2, 3 over 4, 3. And but yeah, I'm actually hoping to have this done in 2 days. Given the camera situation, I'm thinking possibly maybe tomorrow evening I might do another stream. Do it from camp, where I'm not worried about my Wi-Fi being interfered with by the walls of the trailer. 2, because it's not a full Faraday cage, but regular computer, I have a Wi-Fi antenna sticking outside. I didn't do it on the laptop here because don't have enough USB ports for it. But now that I know it's the camera and not the not the computer that's having the problem. I might go ahead and just switch back to the other computer instead of using the laptop. That might be a bit better. I do have to say this camera is much better color balance. It doesn't look anywhere near as yellow. The other camera was also doing yellow, which kind of also leads me to believe that the issue with that might actually be the cable, or one of the wires in the cable from the camera. I've noticed that with like monitors and cameras, if you have like only part of your signal missing, you get weird color shifts as the color, like 3 different color signals, and they blend them together into your finished image. So that might have been why it was so yellow last time. Might not have had to get the blue lights or the 5,000 Kelvin color warmth or color temperature lights to correct it. The other camera was definitely still in the yellowish tinge. It really sucks the camera died that quick, or is going that quickly, because it's only like a little over a year old. But I can get another one without too much expense. They're not that bad. And of course, I also just figured out that the whole lens assembly was like loose and needed to be shimmed. Which I did before this stream here. Hey, Philip Martin. This is probably going to be the next donation braid for Ian's charity work, though if I can get another braid done larger, that will wind up being a donation. This one I might see if Dave is interested in it, since he was talking on the Lego stream last night that he's still interested in the tie, he just can't afford the price for buying one outright, which is understandable. These are not cheap. And given the amount of work that goes into it, and the materials, and if I may be so egotistical, the quality of workmanship. And Mrs. Storm has started cooking now that the event's open to the public, or open to members actually. And tonight we had lamb heroes with relatively fresh lamb. We bought a quarter for cooking this year. Unfortunately, there wasn't as much meat on as we were hoping, so we're already done with it, and we're like 2.5 days into cooking for ourselves, or 3 days actually. Yeah. As you can see, I don't really have to count this particular braid. I'm making good progress now that I'm no longer so embarrassed about screwing up the opening on this. I'm picking up speed. We're almost to the point where I will do a comma slide and pause for catching up on chat. But yeah, I'm going to really push to get this one done by Tuesday. That gives me like a week and a half to get the other one done. If I use much more threads, I should be able to go even faster on the second one. The larger the fibers are, the faster your braiding goes. If I was only doing like one individual thread per tama instead of 12, this would take a really long time and be very slow and a very, very tiny braid. One, two, three, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, and under 3. But yeah, before I get the stream done, I'm probably going to actually get the braid wrapped around the take-up reel a couple of times. I'll probably stop around 10:30 at the latest. Depends on when I reach my heat load from the trailer here warming up. So it is starting to get dark outside, so it should start cooling off. I want to get down to about 60, 61, 62 degrees tonight. And it's time for the coma slide, where I will do the take-up reel and catch up on chat. I'm also going to take off my watch and my bracelet. Speaking of which, I will show that to you. A friend of mine made it. It's kind of like a, let's see. It's braided wire. I didn't bring the remote for this one. It's got a zoom mode, but you have to do it with the remote. You can't do it with software. Alrighty, let me catch up real quick here. Gwen says, woohoo, I believe that was related to I'm hoping to have merch available in about a month or so. And Philip Martin says hello, and we say hello back. We got about 5 people watching. Let's see how many of them are on Twitter. Let's see. 2 on Twitter, 3 on YouTube. I guess this is a relatively lightly attended stream, but then again, I am also going up against Viva Barnes, and I think Danny is also streaming. So just kind of a busy weekend, but I want to get a stream out there so I stay in the habit of streaming. And YouTube knows that while I may not necessarily have a lot of people watching at times, I am not a dead channel. I am still here. I am not a slacker. I am a YouTuber. Okay, I'm getting a little silly. Sorry about that. And 1, 2, 4, 3. So if Kathleen comes back on and catches us later, I know Mike and family are on site, but I have not seen them personally, though I have seen their camping setup. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And since the getting the camera where it shows most of the braiding doesn't really lend to close-ups, and this camera itself is not a great close-up camera. When I'm done, I will go ahead and take high-res pictures and post them on the community tab as non-member locked posts so that everybody can see them. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. There we go. 1, 2, 2 over 4, under 3. Since this is such a fast-moving braid, sometimes it's easy to accidentally repeat a move rather than moving on to the next one. So I try and avoid that if I can. I need to pay close attention, but it's going pretty good. It's fun to have like a fast-moving braid after a while, because that last one took a long time to finish, which was mostly due to me not feeling as well for braiding, not wanting to do any permanent injury to my wrist if I was having a problem with that. I'm also going to try and get at least some work on braid design, so I can get that off to him relatively soon. Yeah, there. But the next 3 braids I'm going to be doing after this vacation is Kurt, Aussie Overlord, and Andrea Burkhardt. But yes, I have been very impressed by her work. Sounds like there's a chance that she might wind up crowdfunding the sidebar transcripts for the Darren Reed trial. Interesting to see what went on in those. 3, under 3, 4. I probably shouldn't have such long sleeves on when I'm doing this because it does want to catch on the koma, the sword, and other stuff. But not doing too bad. And so the moves, we'll do our koma slide that would keep moving on and don't take up rail. And then the next koma slide after that, I will catch up with chat. 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. I got at least 2 video shorts that I plan on uploading in the not too distant future. I had one of me setting this up with the warping stand, trying to do it with a bit of wind going on, which made it a lot more difficult. And the other one is I got up and was leaving my camp, looked down off the side of the sidewalk, or road, whatever, and down into some, like a runoff between some trees. And I saw a groundhog just sitting there looking at me. I don't know if, I think he thought that I couldn't see him. And since I didn't move towards him, he was going to like stay there and not move an inch because he didn't want to like trigger me chasing after him. And so I was able to get a little video and a picture or two, and then walked off and stood there. It's also pretty cool when he was hunched down, so he was trying to stay warm too. One, 2, 3, under 3, 4. This is also one I don't have to reposition one pin because it wants to slide in between koma blocks. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, over 4. Let's see, trying to think if there's anything else. I was reading, I think I talked about on previous streams the other books I was listening to. And since being out here, I have only had one migraine, which only lasts a few hours and didn't really hurt at all. So it looks like the medicine is not interfering with my anti-migraine meds. And my brain is starting to accommodate having less and less painful migraines. And I hope it will continue in that regard. Because about a year and a half ago, when I started the CPAP, and was on the anti-migraine meds and hadn't started the other stuff. I was actually pull the right one there. Yeah. No, I did not pull the right one there. That was why it was so short. Yeah, okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, under 3, over 4. 3. That's the one that should come over. I should realize it was so short. I grabbed the wrong one. Now I'm going to have a long one for a little while. And I think I lost my thought there, but oh yeah. So for like about 3 or 4 months, I had like almost no migraines at all. So I think with the CPAP and my anti-migraine meds, I should be doing pretty good. Go. And the camping block I'm in has all of its campers arrived. So one of the families that camps in our area is usually only out here for the first week. So and Sandy does, or sorry, Mrs. Jordan does the food plan for them as well. So she's been having fun with that. 2, 3 over 4, and 3. And I realize the mnemonic really doesn't quite make sense unless you got a good familiarity with patterning. We are almost to the Koma slide where I catch up on chat. But yes, I can actually braid at speed if I'm awake and alert enough that I don't forget where I am. And as you can see, we've grown a fair bit here. Do the take up rail, take care of that. 1, 2, 3 over 4 under 3. And oh, and if Wendy H catches this stream, I hope you're feeling better. She was not able to do the chat monitoring and question forwarding on Andrea's Lego stream. And her presence was definitely missed. Though Dave did not wear lipstick to fill in for her properly. Despite Valhalla's urgings. That's a little more. It's too far. All right, let me catch up with chat. Hey, Jennifer Ravensburg, or Jennifer Rivenberg, sorry, not Ravensburg. Good to see you on. Welcome, welcome. Glenn also says welcome to, or hello to Jennifer. Oh. Looks like we've got 7 people on, and 5 of them are from YouTube. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Let's go ahead and jump the pen partially. There we go. 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. 2 over 3 under 3 over 4 and under 3. And 1, 2, 3. I have been sleeping a lot better out here. Of course, I don't have to get up at like 4 in the morning to go to work, which does help a lot. And 1, 2, 3, or under 3 over 4, under 3. I admit I'm kind of looking forward to eventual retirement where I can set my own schedule a little more, sleep in later. But I need to get a decent retirement type income set up before I can do that, which is why I'm hoping to have a decent, something jumped over here. Let's see. I think that helps the problem. All right, there we go. All right, so 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. It's not the one we should be doing. 1, 2, 3, over 3, over 4. There we go. That's the one we should do. And the D-ring is a take-up rail, so we're making decent progress. If anybody has anything they would like me to chat about, any stories they'd like me to retell, or new ones to tell, or things like that, I'm happy to do that. Oops. I'm thinking of asking Mrs. Torin for stories that she thinks I should tell. Because for some reason my brain hasn't been feeling very creative the last few weeks. Don't know if it's the new medicines or not, but and And since people haven't been complaining about the sound, I'm assuming the microphone is working well. I'm definitely disappointed about the camera, though. 3, 4. Yep. And 1, 2, 4, under 3. I get myself to just braid while during the day while I'm doing this time. I mess that one up. Nope, just temporary uneven tension. Yeah, there we go. 2, 3, 4. I forgot what I was going to say. 1, 2, 3, over 4, 3. I will say the new wake-up medicine does not last me quite the full day. But I got an appointment a couple of weeks after I get back with the sleep doctor, so we can go over options with that, see if I'm doing okay. The main thing I'm worried about with new anti-sleep medicine is it has potential dangerous side effects of an increased heart rate and stroke. So I have been monitoring. Since I have a Fitbit, I'm able to log my heart rate, so I'll be showing that to the doctor, make sure that there's no issues with that. And I'm using my CPAP every night out here. It's weird camping with the CPAP, but where we camp, there's an outlet tree that we can plug into, which is very useful, especially when Mrs. Torn cooks with the sous vide. Yes, we camp and cook with the sous vide. We're extremely decadent, but then again, we've been doing this for about, in my case, 35 years, in Mrs. Torn's case, about 25 years. 3, 4, no, that's wrong. 1, 2, under 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Mrs. Torn is a really good cook. Though she also tells me that I appear that I am indeed losing weight, which is very, makes me very hopeful that I will continue to be able to lose weight. I'm also seeming to be recovering some of my strength, so that's also been very positive. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, 4, under 3. About ready for our non-chat catch-up, non-take-up reel on the slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. I don't think I'm going to measure it on stream tonight, but I will try and measure it before I call you tonight and include that information with the picture posts. I'm doing on the membership tab. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. There we go. But I'm starting to get fairly close to seeing the leaders on these, which is a good sign for speed here. One thing I might do is, like, maybe every third custom braid, I might stop off and do like 2, 3, or 4 of these rapid braiding options. Maybe have those available for sale. 2 of these here. to see how that goes. 2, 3, 4, 3. But I'd say this is probably the first non-pickup braid I've done since I did Emily D. Baker's braid. And I remember that one going pretty fast, but I think I'm a lot faster on this one. So I guess all that practice has been paying off. One, two, I go third, 4, 3, top. And 3 more sets, and we'll be ready for the chat catch-up come slide. Nope, I just did that on there, so I'll switch to this side. 1, 2, 3. And going fast on this, I don't have a chance to like kind of plot the moves out ahead. I'm going mostly on muscle memory. Trick is triggering the right set of muscle memory and not the wrong set, which was the previous move or a different move that I shouldn't be doing. But 3, 3 over 4. And we've been going about 47 minutes. 5 of that was fumbling around with cameras. 3 over 4, 3. No. I do admit I haven't been using my hand exerciser. I probably should definitely do more of that. But I have been doing enough physical stuff. I think I'm definitely improving, and I will continue to work on that. I'm also hoping when I get home it's cool enough I can use the elliptical a lot more. I'm going up and down a lot of only like 2 or 3 steps at a time, but those stairs leading up to and out of the trailers that we're working out of. I definitely tell at the end of the day I'm running low on steam and they get a lot harder. But in the mornings I'm definitely having improvements. Still trying to sync my schedule with Mrs. Torrin so I can go with her on the morning walks around the lake. I'm at Cooper's Lake Campground in Slippery Rock. If you guys check overhead view of the campground, you'll see a lake on it. And the walk Mrs. Torrin does is around that lake. 1, 2, 3. It's not a ridiculous walk. Takes about 20 minutes to half an hour. Nice morning walk. I should be doing one more. I think I got my schedule just about right, assuming I can wake up in the morning. This morning was kind of rough. Woke up feeling like I'd been worked over with a level back. And we are ready for our coma slide and take up reel and chat catch up, which is different than chat catch up, which I don't think I have any plans on making and selling. Not a big fan of ketchup anyway. Mustard is more my condiment. I also like barbecue sauces, though I am nowhere near Mr. Rumple's tolerance and appreciation of variety. But I do tend to preference towards vinegar flavors. That almost sounds like it's raining. Yeah, that's too much. So let me catch up with you. All right. I think we haven't had any more chats. Hopefully everybody still sees stuff. It says I'm still broadcasting. Let me see if I am. Quick way to check YouTube. See if I can pick up the feed. All right, and go to my channel, live. Let's see. Okay. Phone's not letting me load it. Still can hear here. Oh, hello, Crystal. Good to have you on. And Glenn's still here. Can see and hear you. Ooh, thank you very much. I was kind of worried that I might have crashed, though my phone doesn't want to pick up a signal. No, we won't worry about that right now. As long as you guys can hear me, that's the important thing. I'll hear and see. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Was that the right one? Yes, that is the right one. Okay. Gotta double check. When your brain is fuzzy. 1, 2, under the third, over 4, under 3. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, over 4, under 3. Oh, on Legal Vices member stream, we got to talking a little bit about Lovecraft, and Jeff mentioned that he liked the Nicolas Cage version of Color Out of Space. And even though I'm not a big Nicolas Cage fan, I like that one too. And I said at least it's not as bad as the Will Wheaton one. Apparently several people were unaware that there was actually a Will Wheaton as the actors in a adaptation of Color Out of Space called, I believe, The Curse. Pretty faithful following of the story as far as the basic plot points. 1, 2, 3, but definitely nowhere near as good of an adaptation. And if anybody notices that the where I'm at the campground where they hold Tenzik, we're about 13 miles from where somebody tried to get Trump an ear piercing, as I've heard it put. Well, if we gave him an ear piercing, he didn't try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. And storage, we keep most of our camping gear that we don't want to haul back and forth is about half a mile from where that happened. So, 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And between the coma. 1, 2, third one, over 4, under 3. There we go. Definitely making good progress. 1, 2. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's raining. But, oops, to get up and check would involve probably knocking several cameras to the floor. I don't really feel like doing that anymore. I mean, it was a fun bit to start off with, but it gets rather repetitive. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. There we go. Looks good for symmetry here. 1, 2, 3, 3, over 4, 3. And about 1.5 sets of moves until I do another coma slide, and then another set before the next coma slide. I'll keep up chat or catch up with chat. And I apologize if I'm not keeping up with the conversation level, but I'm not having to like look away from the braid as much and check my numbers. So I have more time to think. It's more of just boom, 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 boom. Braid. Boomity boom, 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 boomity boom, boom, boom. No, I can't sing. Hey, I am on stream, but you're welcome to come in.
Hello, it's the wife.
Hey, Mrs. Thorne.
And I brought Raven so you could watch what you're doing.
Okay. I assume it's raining outside a little bit?
No.
Okay, it sounded like it was from in here.
Nope. You're cool and clear.
Okay. Just so you're aware, Raven, I am live streaming, so anything you say can and will be broadcast.
Ow, 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 ow. I need your broadcasting.
Okay, no worries.
I have to get into a seat where I can watch.
Okay, well, you're welcome to use that chair. Just be careful of the boom mic.
That's what I'm trying. Well, right now I've got to squeeze myself into what you're doing, sir.
Yep.
And I will warn you before I shoot. I turned it a little bit, but I have to move it a quarter inch over to.
No worries. That's a really good microphone. It's really good at picking up only what it's supposed to pick up. It's not bad for background noises.
We ran out to get ice cream, which she was going to make you pay for, and then we missed it. Then she said, hey, why don't we go up and you can watch what he's doing for a bit?
Okay.
Because I've been interested in how you do that.
Yep, no worries on that. I am planning to take it back down to camp for Tuesday to try and get this one finished off and then get started setting up the next braid.
Okay, cool. Because I don't. Before you start the live stream, where I'm gonna ask, I understand.
The stream is live now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, no worries on that.
So. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started off with like dropping cameras on the floor and found out that one of my cameras isn't working anymore.
Right.
I think there's a broken wire in the cable because I think that explains why it was so yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But the camera just kept cutting out on two different computers. So I think that's a pretty good sign that it's the camera itself that's having the issue. I also found out that the whole lens assembly is loose and needs to be shimmed, which explains why I had such a hard time all the time with the camera getting the focus in where it's supposed to, even though it's a manual focus. It would always be really, really super touchy, and that's, I'm assuming, because once I let my fingers up off of it, the whole thing moved.
Do you want me to close the door? Or?
The breeze is nice, and since we got people talking here, it should be an issue. I don't think there would be too much noise, and it is kind of warm in here, I admit, due to the fact that I turned off the AC, because if I don't do that, people can't hear me.
That makes sense.
All right.
I popped the top too.
Thank you. I'm just about to the point where I catch the chat. So if I start saying strange and unusual things, I'm not having a seizure. I'm just talking to imaginary people on the internet that are kind enough to actually watch what I do and not point and laugh. Actually, there's some really nice people who watch me regularly, and I'm really kind of honored that they do so.
I was going to ask you out for ice cream, but they closed at 8:45.
Well, that's annoying. Their sign said they were open until 9.
No, the sign said 8:45 today.
It said 9 when I hit it at about 7 o'clock. So they lied. Or they changed the time. Or did you hit the one at the
Both.
The barn? Oh, okay. Of course, they are chalkboard signs, so they're easy to change. Let's see. Yep.
And the blue lights are working better?
Yes, much better. I know you can't see it, but I'll show you the stream afterwards.
Okay.
But thank you, dear, for picking them up. That is very kind of you.
Good. Anything weird today? Everything we
Yeah,
got
you use it to
sorry?
open up your shed and hold it open while you're
Well, you flip the strings through to change
But
the
it's funny,
pattern.
because somebody said, shit, it's
And then, depending on which threads you want down, you pick those down.
Bling, bling, bling.
Depending on the top or
The reason we
bottom
didn't get
threads,
you
you
along
then
is
push
our
that
last
down,
week was
flip
closed
that through,
today.
then flip the one. Okay.
Because we actually had
Matter
a
of
locksmith
fact,
in town. We
let me go ahead and hand you the book and show you the pattern I'm working on to see
Yeah,
if it
because I
makes
can,
sense.
let me see if I can
It
read
used to be
it at this
down
point.
around the corner up the hill. And we started seeing him when he was in the van. Down by the river.
Well, there's a song in there somewhere.
Yeah. But then he had his own thing, and after 3 years of us stopping in and asking for weird stuff, he was comfortable enough to ask us if you were in a religious order or something. We told him it was in the cult, and this
This
is
is
our wife
Making
number.
Kumihimo by
This year,
Rodrick
I'd
Owen.
say Kat
Oh, this is the
got
book he
a
said
better
she's
number.
signed at
She's
some
closer
point.
to that.
Yeah. Just went too far.
Is she ready for ascension?
She's closer to Messiah than I am. She has a lot of
So-
Oh,
This is the pattern I'm doing. I'm doing those 1, 2, 3, and 4.
it's still delicious.
What?
Ooh, let me actually,
No,
Yeah,
it,
two more
you
good
know,
now,
it's not
catch up with
changing
chat.
things.
This is very similar to how Kikko.
Ah, you gotta have a visual labor.
Young Forever is chatting a lot, and I really should catch up. Oh, actually, it's only 20 more. So I'm almost there, Young. Give me a few more seconds, and I'll be able to respond
No
to your
shit, there I
chats.
was.
But they both
All
have
right.
parties. So
Oops. Snag it on my sleeve. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. One, 2, under the third.
Kumi or Taka-Dai?
4, under 3.
Kumi or Takadai.
Takadai, it's his pattern.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to read it.
Doing a home slide.
I didn't watch it a lot.
Okay. This shows the path your hand should take.
Okay.
This is your right hand, and this would be your left.
Okay.
And the outermost line of dots is the upper rails. The innermost line is the
The
lower
lower
rails.
rails.
Okay, so oh, okay. Now I'm just gonna figure out how you swap the threads.
All right, let me catch here real quick. I do apologize for not catching up with chat. All right, let's see. Ooh, missed a lot here. Okay. All right, I think that was Crystal came in.
Okay, when you push down
Gwen
the
says
thing,
still here.
you
If you
just
see and
swing
hear
it
you, thank you
under.
very much.
I think I said let's even do that.
And
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Gwen says
I'm
hello
trying
to
to figure out
Crystal.
how this
Crystal
says
says I can see and hear you, though the visual's a bit blurry for me. I am
Oh,
sorry
no,
about
no,
that.
it just, you
I
do
am
this.
on an autofocus camera, not a manual one, and I don't have the remote, so I can't really change that.
Oh.
Crystal says, hi, Gwen. Pleasure as always.
It's been a while.
Gwen says, sorry, I'm not very talkative tonight. No worries on that. There's no reason anybody has to chat.
Okay.
I appreciate the fact you guys are
If you
watching.
look,
Gwen says,
one up here
Crystal,
with the
good to
weird
see
little
you
arrow?
too.
That's the
Crystal,
one
no
you move.
worries. I was going to listen tonight. It's so hot here and I'm drained. Yeah, it's kind of warm in places. And Gwen says, yeah, I got to 87 here, currently 81. Crystal says, hi, Mrs. Torin. And Crystal, Mrs. Torin waved back at you. Gwen says, hi, Mrs. Torin. And Mrs. Torin waved back to you as well.
hello.
And Crystal, 89 here, feels like 92. It'd be high 80s, low 90s all week. Sorry to hear that. And Young Forever shows up with a wave, wave, wave. And Crystal says, hi, Young. And Gwen says, Young Forever. And that's for the people who can't see the chat, that's spelled J-U-N-G. Young says, it's been storming where I am, so my internet is jumpy. I am sorry to hear that, Young. Howdy, folks, from Young. And Young, always choose a brief, hashtag fan life. Young says, talking to people on a computer, what a weirdo. Yep, I'm a weirdo. Let's see. Young Forever, does Torn have a dog or cat or another kind of pet? We have 7 cats.
6.5.
6.5. One of them is a very small Siamese that actually belongs to our roommate. One of them we actually rescued from out here, and the others were rescues from a feral cat living in our backyard. She had 19 cats in a year and a half. We were able to find homes for the rest of the ones, and we were finally able to get her fixed with a remote-controlled car tripping the trap, because she would go into the have-a-heart trap, eat the food, and get back out without tripping it off. And Gwen says they have cats. Yes, indeed we do. And Young Forever says, I'm also a weirdo. No worries, Torn. Oh, that's good. We're in good company then. And Young says, are cats allowed in the braiding room? One cat is. That is Cerberus, and that's because he does not chew or bat at the string. So he's welcome up there. He also doesn't really get along well with the other cats, so it's a chance for him to get away from them. And Young says 6.5.
Thelonious chews them. He actually chewed all the cords on the lines.
And Young says, wow, blessing to those who
This
care
one that goes up
for all
chewed
people.
all the ends
Thank you
off.
very much, Young.
So
All right,
like
I'm going to
this
jump
much
back on the
shorter.
braid. So 1, 2, 3, under 3.
And that's, you know, which one to move is.
It's always the top.
No.
If you look at that, the hand goes under the first one,
Mm-hmm.
then up over the top of the first one on the top, and back down under the second one on the bottom.
Oh, that makes a little more sense.
Yep. And jump to 10 with that one. And I do that 3 times on the first move. So, oops, let me put that back. It's supposed to be. So, 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. And I go under the next 3 on the bottom. And I put my fingers up into the middle section here. And I go up over the last one on the top. So I'm up here. And then I go under the last one on the bottom. And it's on the lower one, it says L on there, which means it goes to the lower level on the other side.
Okay.
And then for the second move, I start off the same way. I'm under the first one, up over the first one on the top. I'm under the second one, up over the second one on the top. I'm under the third one, but then I go up over, instead of 1, I go up over 4 on the top, go back in the middle, go under the last 3 on the bottom, open up the shed here. I take this top one, and it says U on there, so it means it goes to the upper rail on the other side. And then the other side is basically just the mirror image of that. Same exact moves with the left hand instead of the right. So over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under 3, over 4 on the back, leave the last one on the bottom, take that one in there, pass it over to the bottom on the right. And I messed up somewhere on here. Yes, I did not do
The third one.
which did I not do? Okay. All right. This one goes down here. All right, so, oh, I did that one again. All right, so that's 3. Okay, so this one I put down here. One I should have. Let's try this. 2, 3. So this one goes back here. No, that one does not go there. Sorry, I was. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all right, yeah, I think I combined moves there when I was doing that. Let me figure out where I did it wrong. I might have done one move and then
I'm going to
did it
check it back
again.
to make sure it's locked.
Okay.
Wasn't last night.
How do you take it?
Yeah. I'm going to get the staff shower. And I'm staff. Doesn't mean I don't have to wait in line though. Hey, you had ice cream.
Yes, I did. I said I went up there at 7 right after dinner.
And you didn't bring the wife any?
No, because you were back at camp and I was coming up here to braid. Sorry about that. I didn't think you were coming right up here, or I would have gotten you one ahead of time and stuck it in the freezer. Let's 2, 4, 3. All right, so.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ask for the key and check again.
Hey, I'll watch this a little more.
All right. Yeah, I made a mistake here. So one of the important skills in Kumihimo is unbreeding.
Yeah.
And Oh, dear, this one got mixed around in some of the threads. Let's see if I can get this apart without a major disaster. So that one needs to go there. All right, they are separate now. And okay. Fortunately, the colors are symmetrical, so this one should be here. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this one. And goes there. That one went through another thread. Let me make sure I don't keep a mistake. Okay. All right. So this one is supposed to be here. That one's there. I got to re-roll it because I unrolled it a bit, and now it will hit the floor if I don't re-roll it back up. Let's see. Can I do this without issues? So it looks like it did go through one thread it shouldn't have, which I can see here, and there we go. All right. All right. Okay. All right, tension's now even on that. Let's roll this back up. I also tend to narrate what I'm doing for the people on stream, so if I seem to be talking to myself, that's why. And
I've started figuring something like that.
okay, and right. So these should be here and here. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Is that one supposed to? Okay. So I think that's the one I re-rolled. It wasn't that it was too short. It was from the wrong rail. Okay. I think I know where I went wrong here. And it should be long enough. All right. So I'm gonna do the first move. So 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. I'm going to leave the last one off there. So this one should just pass back through. Yes, that is the correct one. All right. So next move I should do is 1 and 2 under 3rd, 4 under 3, and this one is the one that passes over to here. And that looks good on the way the pattern goes. And left side 1, 2, 3 under 3, 4. And that does not look right there. Why is that one having an issue? All right, let's get this one back. Did I? Looks like I twisted these around. So which ones are? All right, so yeah, that one should be. So I was trying to put it back. Yeah, okay, it didn't wind up that where it was supposed to. So that's why it looked weird, because it was wrapping around. There we go. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. This one should pass through and look. Oops. So it should be there, there, there. Okay. Okay, so that's supposed to be there, 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 there. I have an extra space because I've got the two Tama that 2, 3 over 4, 3. There's two coma transitions where I have like a give it an extra space so that the threads don't fall through in between the blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. All right. So if I do this set fine, if I have an issue, consider it resolved. 1, 2, 4, 3. This one comes here. Yeah, sometimes when I kind of switch thinking modes, my patterning goes out the window. Hopefully not too often. Right, so this is looking okay. And that passed through the way it was supposed to. No weird. 1, 2, 3 over 4, 3. And my color patterning is symmetrical, so that should be good there. All right. Ooh, Diane's on. Diane is probably at least as good or better braider than I am, if not a lot better. All right. Young says, I appreciate the talking. And Diane, 99 degrees here and humid. If I remember right, you are in Japan right now. And I did want to thank you again for the help you had with ordering the thread. I know you didn't wind up actually calling them, but you helped my peace of mind quite a bit, so I appreciate that. And Young says, narrating. And Gwen says to Diane, Brit Jab 3, that's really hot. And Diane, Gwen, yep, it's been in the 80s for most of July. And Diane says, easier to watch you braid than to do it myself, though. Thank you, that is very kind of you. And 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Now that I haven't screwed up the pattern again, it's looking pretty good. Any questions, Raven, or is it starting to make sense? And I'm fine with it not making sense.
It's not making sense at the moment. I mean, I'm getting better with the motions, but this is one of those ones where I think it's going to take having the unit sitting down with you and finding a pattern sort of like the spiral.
Mm-hmm.
That's that kind of level of easy until I get used to it.
Well, if I take this back to camp Monday night for being off on Tuesday, I can have you like sit in it and walk you through some of the moves so you have a chance.
That would be, I would like that.
Yeah, hands-on really helps.
Yeah, because that's going to be one of the hard things is I'll have to find the equivalent to the simple, easy, short, braid to do, and then...
Well, if you start out with the single layer braids first, that kind of gets you to where you're used to translating the hand or the designs to the hand motion, or the pattern to the hand motion, and that will make it a lot easier. And then when you start doing a double braid, it'll take a little bit of gear shifting, but you're like halfway there.
This sort of looks like the double.
Yeah, this is a double braid. It's got a layer on top and a layer on bottom, and it's a 3-3-12 pattern primarily. You can actually do this pattern on the Maridai. There's a book you can get from Claudia Wolny in Germany. I got it for Sandy for it was a Christmas present. I haven't actually done it, but I have seen it done at Pennsic last year, and I recorded a video of that, so I should be able to review that and do it. Plus, the instructions look like they were pretty clear. If you're used to doing braiding. 1.
I can't imagine doing that on a Maridai.
Well, it's only 32 on a Maridai instead of the 52 I've got here.
Okay.
And when we're done, I can show you on, actually, here, this is, let me not keyboard on the floor, or okay, should be fine there. So that's the 52, oh, wrong mouse. That's the 52 there. And that's the 32.
Oh wow.
And
Okay, that doesn't look all that much harder than the 24 I'm doing now.
more here. I'll do a coma slide, catch up with chat. I don't want to get as far behind as I did that one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Go.
But it's still about, oh, okay, so that's what happens when you finally lose all the...
Yep, I call it a coma slide because you're sliding the coma forward. Kind of sounds like electric slide, only not nearly as musical. Oops. There we go. Let me catch up with chat here. All right. Let's see. And Gwen says, same here, mid to upper 80s and humid. Diane says, sorry, mistyped. It's been in the 90s for most of July. And Ark, sorry. Not Sudi, fat fingers this morning. Hey, auto carrot strikes again. That's what I always blame. Gwen says, not looking forward to August when it's hotter and muggy. And Young says, yeah, I would have to do it to learn it. That's how I learn best. Well, if you ever make it to somewhere I'm at where I'm set up braiding, I'm happy to get you started as best I can. And Young says, Torin looks smooth when he catches that end weight thing. Yep, thank you very much. That took a bit of practice to do. And Gwen says to Diane, I use an E-pen, works better than my fingers, definitely more accurate. I still make mistakes. And Diane says, Kikko Gumi is a bit of a love-or-hate-it braid. Some people find it pretty easy. Some, like me, take quite a while to get into the rhythm. Yeah, it does take a bit to get used to it, and it's really easy to try and do the same move twice, and then it looks horrible until you realize what you've done. But I do like the pattern, and when I do get into the rhythm, it does go very quickly, and it's fun to do. This one, though, I haven't really, I've done it once on stream for prior, but when I'm off stream, I can get like a pretty good stream and pretty good speed going if I'm listening to like an audiobook or music I like. So, but I have tried as best I can for like about a year and a half now to do almost all of my braiding on stream. A, it gives me incentive to braid, and B, shows people what I'm doing, and C, kind of forces me to, have content available for people to watch. Right, there we go. One, 2, 3, under 3, 4. Leave the last one and pull through. 1 and 2 under the third, but over 4 instead of just 1. Under 3 on the bottom. Top one passes through the shed. And next time I do this, I'm going to have a shorter sleeve tunic on so I don't keep trying to snag things with my sleeves. One, 2, 3 over 4, under 3. One of the other things with this particular braid patterning is when you go over the top, you're always going, when it's more than just one, you're going over units of 4. And when you go under the bottom, you're going under in units of 3. So we're under 3, over 4. And then the reverse 1, 2. And under the third, over 4, which is on the top. Under 3 on the bottom. Yep. Oh, Diane, on this particular one, since I have 9-pin coma and I was having a bit of an issue trying to get my fingers easily between the threads, I wound up going to every other one. So I've actually got kind of like 4.5-pin coma. And it's working out pretty well. I've got just enough room to move an entire coma's worth as I go down so I can actually do proper coma rotation, and it's working really well. Definitely a lot easier than what I was trying before. though I think I'm going to finally get a set of 6-pin coma made for this and use that for when I'm doing pickup braids and these when I don't have to have all that extra space. So. Also, Raven Diane was one of the people who was on the Kumihimo email list I ran on Yahoo groups. So I ran into her again on Facebook not too long ago. And she's been watching streams when she can. And she always gave useful advice when I had questions. I think she's the one who recommended to me that if you're going to translate like Japanese or Chinese, using Depot works a whole lot better than Google Translate. As in, it's better for colloquialisms and more semantically correct translations rather than literal translations of the words. 3, 4. So far forward on the bottom, it's a little easy to accidentally not leave just the last one. You'll wind up leaving 2. Gotta be careful when you do that. But I don't accidentally do that and grab the second to last one instead of the last one. 2, 3, 4. Having them spread a little further apart makes that easier too. Just realized I did not do take up reel on the this one when I should, but I don't think it's really needs it yet. So I'll probably go 2 and then catch up with chat real quick. See, Diane says you're brave to do it live stream. Much appreciated. No problem on that. I'm always happy to help. Though at the start of the stream, if you go back and catch it, I was dropping cameras. I had to switch cameras. One of mine wasn't working too well. It was a rather rough start to the stream. And Gwen says, and we enjoy watching the braid form and listening to Torrin talk to us through it. Thank you very much, Gwen. I appreciate that. Gwen is the one and only mod I have on my channel. She's been like one of the most regular people to catch almost all of my streams. So I went ahead and wound up punishing her by giving her a YouTube wrench. And Raven, you are falling asleep.
Sort of. It's the candy bar.
Understood. You okay? That was a corkboard that fell down. You're fine if you did.
It didn't hurt me. It's just I went to flick my hair and I didn't know I was going to hit the corkboard, so I am sorry for that interruption.
Yeah, no problem. As long as you're fine, it's okay. It's a corkboard. It's not going to be damaged. Even if it is, it's just a couple of bucks to replace it. So no harm, no foul, as long as you're fine.
I'll check it later. When part of the, as you know, is I had a candy bar. I didn't have enough protein to match the candy bar. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
I'm not actually. That's the stupid thing. Is sometimes after dinner I'll get tired because of what I ate.
Yeah, I entirely understand that. I will get tired after eating at times too, and also because of my it's either idiopathic hypersomnia or excessive daytime sleepiness with obstructive sleep apnea, whichever one they call it. Even taking my wake-up medicine, I will at times come home and at like 6 o'clock, I just like, boom, I'm out for like a nap for about 5-10 minutes, sometimes an hour, and then I'm back up again. It's really frustrating.
I will agree with you on that.
Fortunately, it doesn't seem to happen when I'm driving. It only happens after I'm done, and then I sit back down.
Considering if I eat too much carbs because of the diabetes, too much sugar will eventually I'll pass out after dinner at some point, be there for an hour or two, wake up and be like, okay, I'm ready to run a marathon. You're just in that, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm going to run the marathon.
But I've been fortunate whenever I've had blood tests, I haven't shown any signs that I'm edging into diabetes. So I'm also my family's genetics are weird. Almost all of us have really super low cholesterol. Like 150 or 140 total numbers. LDL can be HDL can be a bit low, but it's the LDL is also extremely low. So I actually exercise to try and get my HDL up.
My doctor doesn't quite understand it, but pretty much I can ignore the fasting and my cholesterol doesn't raise. Kind of annoys my present doctor, but he says some people just have really good cholesterol. They just have to be on the list.
My understanding is 2/3 of your cholesterol numbers are genetic, and only 1/3 of it is related to your diet. So if it's really high, no matter how well you diet, it's just not going to help. You need to have like a prescription or something like that, and it's one of those numbers you have only some control over by what you do, not a lot.
Yeah. I mean, hand motions are starting to make more and more sense. They all seem to be pretty much the same on each side.
Yep.
But actually how it works off the pattern is the part my brain can't comprehend just by watching from where I am.
Yeah. It's actually 2 moves, left and right, and they're mirror imaged essentially. You just keep doing them over and over again until you reach the end of your material.
That's generally how most braiding / weaving works.
Yeah, but like some of the braids, there's like I have seen some with like over 100 separate moves that you make to do a cycle through the pattern. Like the one you were looking at, if you look at the one before it, it's got like a page and a half, or almost 2.5 pages of moves.
Oh yeah.
And I have done that one. It takes me about half an inch per hour, I think was what or an inch per half hour. This I think what I could get out of that when I got it going really good. On the slide, and I'll catch up with chat.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Okay. Diane says, "Oh my goodness, I've been watching these streams for a couple of years now, and I hadn't noticed you didn't have standard coma. Some patterns run in blocks of 6, so it's much easier with 6-pin coma." Yeah, definitely. When I built my Taka-Dai, I bought the coma from Braidershand, and I went with their 9-pin because I wanted to do fairly complex braids, and I figured, hey, that would help a lot. But I've also noticed that if you don't need the space, it can be a lot harder to get your hands in between. So I guess you could say it like forced my finger dexterity to go up that way. I started on hard mode, and when it says, "I'm glad to be able to be here to watch and learn," I'm still shocked that I'm a mod. Hey, well, I'm fortunate, or we're actually all fortunate that my chat is very kind and supportive, and and while I like watching Nick Ricada, his chat is pure toxic hell, and I'm glad that my chat is not like that. He needs a lot of mods, even though he doesn't mod very much, which is probably why his chat is as bad as it is. So, but yeah, I try and foster a learning environment, and as we have said on the channel before, we're all about answering questions. So, and I'm not the only one who seems to think it's a good thing. I have mentioned it before, but I caught one of Nick Staro's streams, and he said that my braiding streams are what he considers like the best relaxing, watching creativity type streams on YouTube. And I thought that was really kind of him. Really boosted my ego for a while. And for those that didn't hear, the next custom braid is going to be for uncivil law. The one after that will be for Aussie Overlord. And the one after that will be for Andrea Burkhart. And I haven't decided since then. But that's probably going to take me at least till around Christmas or maybe a month or two in the new year, unless I can increase my speed even more. But I am working on it, and practice makes better. And I will try not to let perfect be the enemy of good. There we go. And we're about an hour and a half in, so I probably won't run too much longer. I'm using StreamYard as my streaming software. It's web-based, it's easy to use, you can use on pretty much any computer. You can send people links and they can join right in without having to buy StreamYard. It's pretty good for like, up to 10 people on a stream at the same time. It's feeling a lot more humid out there.
It is.
Four, three. Yeah, as you can see, as I'm getting more and more into the groove, so to speak, I'm a little more fluid at my passing my Thomas through the shed. And I have to say, I really kind of felt like I was a skilled braid on a Taka-Dai when I was able to start doing that regularly. Doesn't work quite so well with the pickup braids because they. Oh nope! I have messed up my pattern again. All right, let's put this back here. Let's see where I screwed up. All right, so this one should be the bottom here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so I started again on this one when I should have switched over to here. Okay, I did, actually that one should be down here, I think. Nope, I went one too far on this one, so 1, 2. And so this one should go back up here. And be up here. So we are back to symmetry again. Did those? Okay, now this side. Okay, so actually should do this side. 1, 2, 3, but I need to do the first move, not the second move first. All right, now this should go through to here. And 2, 1, 3, 4, 3. Now this one goes to here. All right, that looks good there. 1, 2, 3, 3 over 4. Go. And 1, 2, 3 over 4 and 3. Go. And we are ready for on the slide. And since we were talking about it, these are the coma I have. Let's see, let me see if I can get them in focus. There we go. Now I have made like 6 or 7 Takadais for sale before, and they all had 6-pin ones, so I can make 6-pin coma. I just, like I said, I bought these. All right. Although we're not just hasn't moving that far forward. Let me catch up on chat real quick here. Gwen, Torn has the best chat in YouTube Live. Thank you very much, Gwen. And Gwen says, please hit that thumbs up button, double check your subscriptions, ring the bell for all of the notifications. Thank you very much. Ooh, Mana, welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in chat before, so if this is your first time chatting, welcome, welcome. If this is not your first time in chat, it's good to have you back. And thank you for making this channel. You make learning fun and relaxing. Thank you. That is very, very kind of you. And Glenn says, Mana Mana, hello. All right. Another thing you can tell by watching this channel is I make mistakes, and I show you how to back out of them. At least I hope to. I don't think I've had any like unrecoverable mistakes on stream so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. There we go. And I don't know if you, I don't think you can see it from the camera, but I'm actually, when I have where the threads would wind up between the two coma blocks, I'm moving it over one extra pin so that it doesn't slide down in between the blocks. And then when I do the next set, I move that back to where it's supposed to be, and put the next one in place, and the tension holds the blocks, the coma blocks together so they don't slide apart. But I do plan on making the coma where I've got like 2 magnets on each end, and hopefully, and if it works out right, they will hold themselves together so that you don't have that issue with threads sliding between the blocks, because the blocks will hold themselves together. I'm currently planning to try it with like 8-inch diameter ones. They're not all that large. So I'm going to reposition here. But I don't know how well it'll work until I actually make some and try it how they go. But I have high hopes for that, because having to like make adjustments for where your threads slide down in between the coma blocks is just kind of annoying. It's not a major problem, but it's one of those minor annoyances that if you didn't have to deal with it, it would be a much, not much, but somewhat better braiding experience. And I am all about improving ergonomics and making incremental improvements. 1, 2, 3, over 4, under 3. Keep snagging my sleeve on the end of the rails. Under 3, over 4. Passes through. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, over 4, under 3. Pass that one through there. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, over 4, under 3. So again, my intention is to try and get this braid entirely done by Tuesday. Get another one, same pattern, same color layout started by Wednesday. And I have until the following Thursday to get it finished, so I think I will be able to do that. But I'm trying to make this as a belt to donate for Ian's auction for the Stollery Children's Hospital. And this is a lot skinnier than I was expecting for dropping from 84 to 52 tama. So there are currently 12 threads per tama of 50 weight sewing silk, and I'm going to go up to 24 threads per tama, and we'll see how that goes. And let's see. There we go. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And we'll catch up with the chat again after this next coma slide, which is coming up in probably about 15 seconds or less. I only have 2 moves left to go on that. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4, last one left. Pass that one on through. And over, under the third, over 4, under 3 at the bottom, at the end. Got twisted around, got twist, pass it on through. Yeah, when they twist together, I kind of have to let them untwist. All right, there we go. And it is magical cone slide again. But yeah, I think the coma that I wind up making regularly are going to have ground steel dowel pins. Whoops, I forgot to take that off. All right. And Mana Mana says hi and waves to everybody. And Gwen says, making mistakes help you learn how to correct them. Yep. It also shows people that, hey, the presenter can make mistakes too, and it's not so much about making mistakes as how you fix them. Yeah, I'll do a take up real one notch. Oops. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And when we're done with the stream, Raven will send you the URL so
Oh, cool.
you can watch it and see how it goes, see from a different angle.
Yeah, because I think the two big things is being able to watch it and then try it out.
Yep.
Because part of that problem, because I'm still watching you do it, and the motions only half make sense. It's now at the point of have you walk me through it and see what happens.
Yep.
Let me just say I have like 2 looms at home. I have an ankle and a card weaving. The card weaving loom doesn't get used very often because I can't do a lot of the patterns because I just can't get the motion, how to get what card turned where quite right.
Yep. One, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Leave the last one, pass that off through. 1, 2, 3, over 4, 3, pass top one through. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4, pass that on through. And 1, 2, and the third, over 4, under 3, pass it on through. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4, leave the last on the bottom, pass that one through. And 1, 2, 4, 3. And don't know if you folks heard that with the way the mic is pretty good at canceling background noise, but if you did, that's a golf cart. 1, 2, 3. So is that. I know golf carts at a medieval event, but there's like some stuff that's the staff has to do that you really can't help with. If somebody's hurt or something like that, or if you have to get something out so an event will happen now and not like an hour from now. Sometimes you just have to get there, and that was not right somehow. Let's see, what did I do wrong there? All right, so I tried to do the bottom again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. This is the one I need to go, not the bottom one. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. And if the next braid turns out the way I want it to, this one I think, if he's interested in it, might go to Dave as MLS God of Law or MLS Lego Law. Or not MLS Lego Law, just Lego Law. Ian Valhalla Awaits run the Lego Law Life and Libation podcast. And for those that didn't catch it, I was on there a few months back. I did 11 hours and 20 minutes of building a Lego castle with them. It was Himji Castle. And I'm kind of mumbling that because I know I'm not pronouncing it right, and I'm just trying to hide the fact that I'm a lousy pronunciator. So I'm not quite unrolling the tama quite as much as I should. All right. And for another coma slide. Catch up with chat real quick here. See, Gwen says Solar Children's Hospital link. Yep, that is the correct one. It's also in the description of the stream. Gwen says that was a golf cart. I didn't know they would be that loud. Yep, some of them can be that loud. They're gas powered, so they tend to do that. And Mana Mana, I just asked the same question. Yep. I'm assuming that was about the golf cart. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. We've been about an hour and 50 minutes. I'll do just a little bit more then. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 3 over 4. And 1, 2, and the third over 4, and 3. Go. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. I could probably go longer, but I am getting a bit sleepy myself. And tomorrow is a working day. Tuesday is the day that I theoretically will have off. If I do have it off, I might wind up streaming in the afternoon. We'll have to see how it goes. I have plenty of data on my cell plan, and I have pretty fast cell speed, so I shouldn't have any problems streaming it. The question is how I'm going to do the camera setup. Probably going to have to go through and I think I made a mistake here. Did I? So okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this one goes back to it. Yep, that is the correct one. Okay, so wasn't quite done on the sides. I hadn't made a mistake, but I almost made one if I didn't check where I was. Okay. And one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I am off by something here, so let's see. The colors are symmetrical, though black and green trade places. So, okay, so I did an extra bottom one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one should go back to here. Oops. That did not go back all the way. Let's see. So this one needs to separate. Frustration. So that one goes there. Goes there. All right. So. So what's that? It looks about right. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so that 13 and 13. All right, so that means this one should be there, there, there. Okay. All right. So I've done one on each side. Okay, so it should be here. 1, 2, 3, under 3, 4. So the other one should be here. Not show signs of not being the right move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When it's the wrong move and I'm like doing the opposite one, when I look up at the point of braiding here, it looks like I'm trying to do it the wrong direction, or instead of fitting through with the weave looks kind of super jumbled. That gives me an idea I'm not doing it right. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So this one should pass through here and not look weird. Looks good. 1, 2, 3 over 4, 3. I'm going to go to like the next coma slide. I'll go ahead and stop there because apparently I'm getting tired enough. I'm not able to pay full attention. 1, 2, 3, and 3 over 4. And okay, that's still looking good. 1, 2, under 3 over 4, under 3. Go. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, under 4. With the last one there. That's through to right. All right, that's correct. And 1, 2, under 3 over 4, and under 3. Pass that on through up to here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. I think if I go ahead and stream in my camp, I'll use this camera from like a face-on front view, like I normally do when I'm at home, and I'll just do it that way with that one. So 3, 4. So no, I am jumping out of order. All right, so. All right, so it looks like should this one go down here? All right, so yeah. 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Mix with this one. Yep. Okay, good. All right, so that one goes up here. And I did the top one. I should have done the bottom. All right. Yep. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Bottom one passes through first, not the top one. And 1 and 2 under the third, over 4 under 3. And done. And since I don't have YouTube Studio open, I'll have to open that and see if there's anybody I should use for redirect. Almost done.
That is the cardboard.
2, 3, 3, 4.
The reason I'm still here is just to continue watching and try to get my brain to fix this. It's
1, 2, 3, 4, 3. There we go. That's the second move. And one more set of moves in each of the 4 positions. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. And shed looks good there. 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Go. 2 moves left on the other side. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. There we go. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, and under 3. Color symmetry left and right is still good. All right, let's see. I wonder if I can do this on my phone with the redirect. All right, and let me catch up here. All right, and Mana says agreed with Gwen. And Gwen says, so for those who are wondering, that skipping and blurring is from the interconnection where the 23 is using. Yeah, I'm using Wi-Fi, and I'm in a partial Faraday cage of a trailer. Sorry about that. And Mana says, slow, I was checking to see if it was me. Nope, it's my lousy connection. And Diane says, you switched to computer and read the intro piece. There's another Taka-Dai pickup book, which I think is the easiest to understand. Aragaki. I'm not sorry about that. Trying to pick up Braid by Carol Miller Franklin. I will check that one out. Thank you very much, Diane. I will make sure to. I preserve the chat, so I'll make sure to go back and get that. When it says Torn isn't at home, so the connection is different than usual. Yep, at home I've got a Fios fiber connection. And Mana says he took his setup with him. Yes, if I'm away from home for 3 weeks, so if I don't stream while I'm out here, YouTube thinks my channel has died and starts kicking people off as subscribers, and they don't show me to new people. Gwen says yes. Mana says that is fantastic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Diane says autocorrect, not fat finger this time, but Ayagaki, not Ara. Okay, it's a little easier for me to try and pronounce the first one. And Mana says, thanks, Brute. And Gwen says, would that be available in English? If it's Carol Miller Franklin, I am assuming it is English. I will try and find it, and when I have a link for where you can buy it, I will go ahead and post that on a community tab. And Mana, okay, it's time to go feed the cats and the dogs later. You have a good evening, Mana. And Diane says, yes, it's in English. It's written by an American woman. And it's called Ayagaki Charting the Pickup Braid. And Gwen says, thank you. All right, let's see if I can do a redirect with the phone YouTube studio app. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is not liking it. I'm going to go ahead and try it from another computer. Let's see. Move this out of the way. Grab the right mouse for this, and thank you for your patience, everybody. Let me see if I can find a decent stream to send you folks to when this one ends. All right, content and live, and go to the current one. Customization, add a redirect. All right, let's see who's on and live. All right, so it looks like Simcast is on. I realize you folks may not be interested in the Ricada stuff, but I think it's the one that's actually currently live, so I'll go ahead and send you there. I have considered doing a braid for Chrissy Meyer. I like her comedy work, and I enjoy watching her on Friday Night Tights, so I figure if it's not your cup of tea, feel free not to follow the redirect. All right, and let's save that here. And I do admit I do tend to watch some spicy stuff on YouTube. All right. Diane says, softback book has a lime green cover. Gwen says thumbs up. And Erica, hey Erica, nice to see you. You're just catching us right as we're leaving. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. The connection hasn't been the greatest, so I apologize if you catch this on the replay. It's not that great. Erica says hello to Torn, Gwen, and Bridget 3. And Gwen says hello to Erica. Erica's asking, how is everyone? I'm doing pretty good. I'm on vacation. I just did about 2 hours of braiding. Had about 4 or 5 mistakes. Fortunately, they all were able to be relatively easily fixed. And I'm going to go ahead and head out. Erica, sorry, my timing stinks. I am sorry about that. I may or may not stream tomorrow, but I'm probably going to stream sometime Tuesday. I'll be doing that from camp. I should have a much better connection there. But I think got everything set up okay. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by. It was fun braiding with you. You guys stay safe, and as always, screwed that up, sorry. As always, everybody, stay safe and happy braiding.